today, right? Love that stuff. Yeah. Now you know me. You came to my video, and if you do know me, you know I'm gonna rattle. I'm gonna rattle just a little bit, just a little bit. Then I'll get on to with what I want to show you today. So first up, I was talking a while back about a spot up here under my lip, and this is probably gonna take my lip off and all that. Well, I went to the dermatologist, and he goes, "Oh no. Your lip's fine. It's," and he rattled off some name of what that is. He goes, "No, don't have to operate on that. You'll be fine." But in the meantime, you know, at the dermatologist's office, he's always looking for skin cancers, pre-skin cancer cells. And, you know, I don't know if you can see him, but I don't know, he shot me over here once, and he shot me over here somewhere, and up and down my arm. Oh my gosh, kept me one there. And just, he takes this little can of CO2 or something. I'm not sure what it is, but he sprays you and freezes those pre-cancer cells, and you know, you can't. You're trying not to flinch while he's doing this because it stings. Then you get home, and after a couple days, you can start seeing, oh yeah, there's a spot. Oh yeah, there's a spot. It pops up red, and it looks pretty nasty for several days, about a week. And I counted them after they all popped up. I thought we only did like 10 or 11, but I counted 13 this morning. So the good news is I don't have to get any operations. Yay! Usually once a year I'll go in there and I'll have to end up going to another town, and they operate. Have to cut in me deep, you know. Yeah. Anywho, I know. That's the way I am. So I don't have to have any operations this year. Hell yeah. That's great. That's great news. Now, moving right along. I'm having issues. Anyway, I got an album this week. It's a 10-inch album by the band called Lucky Pepper. And it is called Cooking Without Singing. I have played this thing probably 5 times already, at least. This album was something, well, we'll get into some other stuff later. Let me just show you the notes that I got for this, because I don't know much about this. I really don't know much about this, like the rest of my music. The guy's name is Jeffrey Lucky Pepper. He's from France. This was made in 2025 on Pygmy Records. It's considered raw, primitive rock and roll, blues, and garage rock. That's all I got. Now, let me show you this. Look at that pretty vinyl. Look at that pretty vinyl. Isn't that pretty? That is so pretty. It's, to me, it looks like a greenish blue. I forget what color they say this is supposed to be. There are a few more copies of this on Bandcamp, but you better get your butt over there quick to get it if you want it. All right. Lucky Pepper. This came from France. You guys know who Paul Harvey is? I'm guessing you don't. If you're under 60 years old, you probably have no clue to who Paul Harvey is. Anyway, now I tell you what genre is supposed to be. To me, this is, what'd you call it? Psychobilly? it has hints of early, what was that guy that played piano, The Killer? Yeah, you know who he is. Yeah, that guy. And early rockabilly is what it sounds like. Now, not just rockabilly. Do you like Reverend Horton Heat? If you like Reverend Horton Heat, you will want this. Guarantee it. You like Reverend Horton Heat? Look at this album right here. You're gonna want this. Cause, yeah, that's what this reminds me of mostly. Now, Paul Harvey.
Now, the rest of the story.
Yeah, now for the rest of the story. I didn't order this. I did not order this. No, I didn't. I got one of these cards on my front door the other day. It said I had a package I had to go pick up at the post office. I had to sign for it. I never gotten one of those before. So I go to the post office. They go, here's the package. You got to sign for it. I signed it. I'm like, that's not my name. What's your address? Okay. So it had my address. It came from France. So it went off. First it started in the Netherlands. Then it went to France. 300-400 miles. Then it came to my little hometown. So it traveled a long distance. But to who, the name to who it belonged wasn't my name. I know there's maybe 5 people in this little tiny town that collect records. And the name is none of those 5 people. It's like, why did I get this in the mail? I have no idea. So I'm thinking maybe this was supposed to go to somebody else. And see, this is on Bandcamp. You can go to Bandcamp and get this album. Better hurry up. Maybe Bandcamp mixed up the name and address to somebody else that this was supposed to go to. There's a couple of email addresses on the inside of the package. Not mine. I don't know. What I do know, I have no idea how to figure out who this came from. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to. I'm keeping this. Is that a bad thing? I could spend a lot of time figuring out where this came from, how it got to me, who it's supposed to go to. But this is awesome. I'm keeping it. Yeah, I'm keeping it. There will be links down below to where you can get this record. There will be links to some of his videos online. Lucky Poppers is the first song on side 2. There's definitely going to be a link down below. He's got an official video for that. So you can go watch the video of Lucky Poppers. I love this album. I love this guy's music. Like I said, you like Reverend Horton Heat kind of stuff. This is what this one sounds like. Some of his other stuff don't, but love this. I love this, yeah. I don't know who was supposed to get it if it wasn't me, but it's mine now. So, that being said, talk to you later.